Hello students, I'm Dr. Jennifer Wolf and I'll be your instructor for this class EDUC 5280, Instructional Strategies for the Secondary Classroom. I want to say up front, if you are an elementary or middle school teacher and you're taking this class, that's okay. The assignments and readings are geared more towards secondary classrooms, but it's not going to be a problem. You'll absolutely be able to pass the assignments, to use the readings, and grow professionally from what you learn in this course. So if you are taking this and you're elementary or middle school, that's fine. 5270 is geared toward that age group, but like I said, it's absolutely no problem for you to be taking this class. So a little bit about me. I am active duty Army for the United States. I'm assigned at Fort Novosel, Alabama, so it's lower east Alabama in the United States. I have been with University of the People for going on 3 years. This will be the first time I've taught this course, but I have taught 5270 several times. I also have taught 5010, which is the introductory foundational course. I have taught UNIV 1001, which is the undergraduate introductory course. I am also regularly teaching 5910, which is the capstone final course. I wanted to teach 5280 this term because I was involved in a rewrite of the curriculum for the course. So naturally, I wanted to teach it and see how the course flows and the readings come into play. So I'll be asking for your feedback at the end of the term, and then of course throughout, trying to determine whether things make sense to you, whether they are doable. As far as the assignments, I think that we did a really good job. It was myself and then an instructional designer from the university. So I think we did a really good job. I think you're going to be happy to be in the course. We lowered the demand, I think. So 1 week you have a discussion question and a written assignment, and then the next week you have discussion forum and a portfolio assignment, and it goes back and forth alternating. So you won't have any weeks where you have 3 assignments. You also do not have a group project for this course. What you do have is a final project that's due in week 8, and I will begin talking about that in week 5. Just to give you a heads up, there's not really any way for you to start working on it early, and you don't have access to the materials, but I want you to just kind of have in your mind what you're going to be expected to do. And yes, those are my children. They are playing, don't worry, but I have 2 cats. That is Fudd and that is Stuart, and Fudd is 17 years old and Stuart is 13 years old. So they're up there, but like you saw, they're still pretty playful some of the time. Other than that, I'm a former school teacher. I taught 5th grade self-contained for 6 years, and then I taught 6th, 7th, and 8th grade math for 5 years. I absolutely loved the job. I went active duty in 2014, so stepped back from teaching, but my intent is to return to the classroom when I retire from the Army in a couple of years. I don't know if it will be back to elementary, will not be back to middle school. I didn't really care for that environment, but I may teach at the high school level, teaching civics and history. So we'll see where my path takes me, but it's one of the reasons I really love teaching teachers, is because I get to sort of live through you vicariously, learn from you, and just I'm just always impressed how much work that you do in addition to working on your master's degree, particularly if English is not your native language. It just amazes me that you have reached this level in academia and English is not your first language. So I'm here to help you with those challenges in language. I understand that some of the errors we find or miscommunication is due to language translation, so I take that into account when I'm reviewing peer assessments. So don't worry, I'm on top of it. I am also a student at UO People. I'm working on a certificate in health science. Just for the fun of it, I want to see how public health policy relates to K-12 learning outcomes. So I thought I'd get a certificate. So I'm studying right along with you. I know some of the frustrations and concerns, but my attention is devoted to you. So please know that I'm watching, like I said, peer assessments. I'm watching what you submit. I adjust grades as needed. I try to give very detailed feedback. I really focus on APA instruction as well, because when you get to your capstone paper, you need to be able to write and format your papers correctly. So it's going to be a challenging course. You're going to be stretched, but I think you're going to walk out of here feeling like you really grew a lot, and that what you learn can already be helping you in your classroom. I want to make sure you are using Evernote as your portfolio or some kind of cloud-based system, not just storing things on your hard drive. One of your assignments is going to specifically relate to Evernote. I will be asking to look at your portfolio just to make sure that you're staying up to date and give you any suggestions on how to store artifacts. So that'll be coming up as well. I'd like to have periodic Teams meetings on Saturday mornings, UO People time, so we can kind of do interactive engagement over Teams. If you can't make those, that's no problem. They're not required. They're just here, I'm just here to support you. So I'll be letting you know when those are coming up. So with that, I also publish a video walkthrough of each unit. I won't be on the camera, but I will walk you through the assignments. So look for those in the announcements forum. And I would ask, please, that you stay active in the course forum and the announcements forum. I put good information in there. I try not to overload you, but I find that there are still some students even halfway through a master's program who never look at the course forum or announcements forum, and that absolutely will negatively affect your outcomes because you're going to miss that good information that I put out. All right, so with that, I'm going to say goodbye. I'm sorry this video is a little bit dark. It's already nighttime here, and I just don't have a lot of light coming in. So with that, I'm going to say goodbye. I look forward to meeting each of you, and please let me know what I can do for you.